We are joined now on the phone from Maui by Chris Berman. And Chris, first of all, thanks for calling. Obviously, the floor is yours anytime you want it. But when this news comes down about the Raiders moving from Oakland to Las Vegas, obviously it hits you in a specific way. How did you react?
Well, it stinks. I mean, there's just as the Chargers moving stinks. You think of the fans first.
Right.
I mean, these are two old-time AFL teams. However, I don't want to put the two of them in the same boat, but these are both stadiums that have long been – this isn't news that Oakland needed a place to play in the Bay Area and was it coming, just like San Diego needed a new place to play in San Diego. But for the – and I know the Oakland Raiders have moved once before, Scott, but
right.
it just – that fan base, that fervor I feel like it's a punch in the gut for those fans, and I bet you the players deep down feel the same thing. It's not without reason. I get it. Well, we've gone from a team in the Bay Area and a second team, and from one in San Diego to two in L.A. and one in Las Vegas. It doesn't. But at the meantime, the average value of each franchise in the NFL has gone up with these moves. So you see what I'm saying?
Of course. I mean, it's not complicated in that regard. And yet, to your point, I think it's no secret, Boom, you love this league. You know so many of the movers and shakers. If you had their ear and you had a thought to share with them about the importance of some sense of stability now, this is 3 and 15 months. What would your message be to the guys that are in the room making these decisions?
Be careful that you ask for loyalty. I understand it's business. I get it. My head's not in the ground, Scott. But
of course,
loyalty is a big word, and this isn't much loyalty on the fan level. You know,
mm-hmm.
My word in the room would be each case is individual. You know, and the Oakland thing isn't Bob. You don't need me to go through it. And I know if a perfect world, they'd be staying. We do know that. But it's not a perfect world. My caution to the league would be it's looking like everything is a grab for what makes it more profitable across the board. Are you being too transparent? That would be my overall message because you asked that question. This isn't so. That's a bigger one than even this particular move today. But look, it doesn't smell right, does it to you?
No, and yet you point out that they'd left once before, and we all know that you're trying to get stadiums built, and what sits wrong with me is that you're asking people to foot the bill for this, and these are billionaires. But I mean, everybody in the room's getting richer, and it's the fans in these cities, whether it's St. Louis for the second time, Oakland now for the second time, or San Diego, that end up the league just kind of shrugs and says, "Sorry, you can get the ticket and watch it on a dish." I mean, I don't know what at some point, Boomer, and we started to see it last year, didn't we? Where the popularity of a league is such that you think that it's impervious, right, to the changes that the world's going through. I think you just have to be careful the slope you're putting your product on.